This is some leftovers from when around 5:30 to 6 p.m. Mom made some shrimp spaghetti, presumably by thawing out some shrimp and then cooking it in the oven, and then cooking some spaghetti using the stove. She used some of my white truffle oil in order to season the spaghetti, which was a good move, not only because the white truffle oil is delicious, but it's about time that the products I got from the Roman marketplace started being used, since I spent over 100 euros on those goods. The chicken sandwich is a leftover from when Mom went to Wendy's the other day. I microwaved these leftovers for 30 seconds and then for a minute after I sensed that the shrimp were lukewarm at best, but I ultimately decided not to do any more after the minute because I heard some kind of popping sound, and I was concerned that any more would do something bad to the shrimp. I microwaved this chicken sandwich for 1 minute. So it was reasonably hot when I got out of the microwave. But not too hot for me to carry it to this dining room table. Pretty good kombucha. I spent the morning hours working on a styrofoam drawing. The one that I started at that Memorial Day party. But I only managed to finish the face at that Memorial Day party. I'm managed to finish the rest, but I completely finished it at around 4:11 p.m. because there were points in the day in which I felt tired. For example, at around 11 in the afternoon, because of a wonky sleep schedule. This is exactly how I ate the shrimp spaghetti at 5:30 to 6 p.m. when Mom originally made it. We got some smallish Poland Spring water bottles, some Diet Lipton hibiscus tea, and some Coca-Cola's bottles, but I think I should save those entirely for Mom. After all, it's much healthier to drink this kombucha. I'm currently here on the task sets. Here, when it comes to the prizes, I got the daily exclusive right before I got this one. The thing is, I can't place the Pilgrim's Woodworks without spending up a city expansion. Though I do have the means for it at the moment. This is where I'm at for the Prosperity Towers building, and where I'm at for the Blooming Trader Guild Ancient Wonder. And this is where I'm at for the research. Fell asleep around 9:30. after completing a lesson on Duolingo, I noticed some improvements within the app before I even updated it. For example, when you do lessons, when they give you listening exercises, at least some of them will now have you listen to a short passage and answer a question based off what you hear. Which I think is closer to how you would actually learn the listening comprehension within a new language. Rather than just how they've always done it in the past, which is to have you type out or select words, tap on phrases to have you build what was said. Today was the day I found out through Congregate that apparently there's going to be a sequel to Map Droid. Yeah, I'm starting to have weeks in which I only have a minority of the badges of the week, thanks to the removal from the badge of the day selection. Only a minority of the badges of the day for a given week, thanks to the removal of all badges from Flash games from the badge of the day rotation. But still, Congregate hasn't really been releasing new companions lately. And due to my history of often playing games on Congregate, I already have most of the companions, with me missing less than a dozen according to my estimates. Had some coffee in the morning, then some sweet potato flatbread pizza at around 11. No, wait, it was actually around 1. Didn't really have anything to eat when I drank the coffee, so I went on a pretty long fast, but I still did pretty well, and it wasn't until roughly 8 to 8:30 p.m., by which point the sun was still up, that I realized in my mind that today was the summer solstice, but excuse me, when I searched that on Bing, because that's my default search engine, I ended up finding out that the summer solstice was yesterday, and from here on out, and the days are just gonna get shorter and shorter, but that's fine by me, because there's still going to be plenty of sunshine. And these days I tend to spend a lot of my time inside. At some point, Mom came into my room, to asking for assistance with something involving the printer paper dock, apparently. I believe she disassembled it a bit during an effort to clear a paper jam. I believe she was printing stuff off to help one of her students, and that's when the paper jam happened. Oddly enough, though, because it wasn't something that involved a laptop, or for some other reason it didn't seem to be as easy to solve how to put those two pieces to the paper dock back together. Both me and Mom knew it was supposed to connect to something, and we knew what it was supposed to connect to, but for some reason the pieces didn't connect until later, despite my best efforts to get them connected, which lasted for somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes of me trying to slide the pieces together or push the pieces together. And the latter effort, which also then came to include me pressing two sideways hinges in by pushing down on two, top side buttons on each side. Thinking maybe that was those outward hinges were maybe the blockage, so to speak. Thankfully, though, even though I wasn't able to help my mom right away, it turns out she at some point did manage to reassemble the paper dock for the printer at some point. At least that's what it looks like to me, but I have no idea how that was achieved.